Hello everyone, my name is Lynn and welcome to my Week 5 discussion on unions. The union selected is Orange County Employee Association. Their region is Orange County. The people they represent are public health nurses, law enforcement officials, food inspectors, other public workers. So in summary, basically county workers like myself. I spoke with an OCA representative who's been there for like 15 years. He said that the Janus ruling did not make a difference for members or non-members. The union fees were not mandatory prior to the Janus ruling. There has been employees of 10 to 30 years without being a member. They didn't pay into anything, but everybody gets a representative whether they have membership or not. And since the union fees are voluntary, people join the union because of the benefits. Our union offers dental and vision coverage for the members, so there is no change in the number of members after the Janus ruling. So they're paying into the union because they need the benefits, not out of the desire for membership or they want to participate, because most don't pay the extra for the option to vote in the union. So the Janus did not make a difference because the union finds different ways for people to join. For some people, the union still doesn't represent what the member wants, whether they pay or not. It has no effects on people who like their unions, and non-members still get represented prior to the Janus ruling anyways. So the article that I selected here is a study of unions' new member orientation. It is relevant to my union and Janus case because the unions are trying to retain and recruit members. So after the Janus ruling, it is difficult to get membership fees when it's voluntary and everyone gets representation anyways. So the result indicates that a high quality orientation with a positive experience for new workers would increase membership and commitment to the union. For example, if your union promises a sweater, tumbler, or whatever during the orientation, make sure they follow up with it or people won't trust the union to join. It also indicated that committed people will participate at a higher level than people without the orientation or people with negative experience in the orientation. The effectiveness of the union's new member orientation depends on the time, effort, and the resources that the union put into the orientation program. This article that I have is from NBC News. They did a cover of the protests against the Wisconsin anti-union bill. Basically, the Act 10 attempts to remove collective bargaining rights. Public workers end up paying a lot of the costs of their pensions and some percentage of the healthcare coverage. I didn't know how greatly it affects public workers until I read some of the articles, and they say they couldn't afford the union membership fees and they couldn't afford a living because of the bill. And what I'm also getting from the information about this bill is that there is more value for certain occupations because the police and firefighters were exempt from the bill. It relates to this weak materials in the sense how public and private entities are different. It did reinforce that it is harder for public sector to terminate employees. With this bill, it made it easier because teachers are expected to work based on pay for performance. And another thing is that union is what attracts workers to public services. Without these rights and benefits, it's difficult recruiting workers to public services. This concludes my presentation. Thank you for listening. Have a great week, everyone.